I gotta be honest, I didn't expect to be at this desk so fast again. Just after I recorded that video, I watched a video by Dammit Jeff, and he went over shelf swaps for the Switch 2. Joy-Cons, and the console itself. I'm not doing the console, I'm just doing the Joy-Cons. And with all the options that Extreme Rate has for these Joy-Cons right now, you really can customize these exactly how you want, from these inner bits to the shell and even buttons. Well, they just come with different colored buttons, but if you wanted proper buttons, there's another website that you can get buttons as well as these inside bits. I'm not going to be changing these colored bits or the inside bezel for the sticks. I'm going to just be doing the shells because I like these accents on them. I think they look really good. So let's get started. Bring out your mats. Let's begin. iFixit kit. Y000 to start. Both of these are the exact same. We're gonna do Bluey first. 2 screws on the edge. We then need to get this plastic bezel out. It says to do it from the front, so I'm gonna break my nail if I do that. We're replacing it anyway. It is just held on with double-sided tape, so yeah. Okay. I'm also doing the wrong Joy-Con, I just realized. Okay. Hey, there we go, finally. Just gotta unplug this. Oh, that came out. And as always, unplug the battery. I really should invest in non-metal tools. I did not like that noise. There we go. Remove this screw and this one down in here. Whoa, that's gonna be hard to get to. Remove this bracket. Okay. It's got 3 screws here. Remove the bumper. Oh, it just lifts up. I see. Because I hear that these are a pain in the ass to get back together, I am actually going to leave this attached. Like that. What next? Wants to disconnect the joystick. And gotta remove all those screws. It did say to disconnect the stick. I am going to go off the script already and remove the rail. Okay, well this came off easy, so I'll put that to the side. There's a sticker holding the stick on and kind of glues it in. All right, so we're back to down to the stick, which should just unscrew now. Oh, there you go. Yeah, if you wanted to replace this stick assembly or like this plastic cover, apparently the stick head literally just like screws on, so you gotta push it down and unscrew it, kind of like one of those caps on a medicine bottle to keep kids away from it. Well, I mean, that's it. So I guess we can bring this out now. It's so small. And I already opened it. Yeah. There you go. So we are doing the left one. So I will grab the left one. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the button assemblies. And I did get the D-pad version, so I get to put a D-pad in there. Oh, they glued them. I mean, that's handy for disassembly, but I guess not so much for me doing this. Yeah, that'll look cool. And I suppose we can put the stick back in. And now we have to put all of the motherboard screws back in. Come on, dog. Already liking the clear look. But now I have to put this back in, which I think I might just be able to do this. So this peg here needs to align with this peg right here. But I put it in already, and hopefully I can just lift it up enough. Now we can put all the screws back in, and I'm gonna put this one in first. That way it doesn't spring about. Very nice. So now we got to reattach the rail. Now, if you remember the rail on the Joy-Con 1s, this is the part that took me the longest. Okay, so now we can replace the mid-frame back. So you can go ahead and put the bumper back on, the screws back in. Now we can put this bracket back. I will say, so far, the trigger on the Joy-Con 1s is a lot easier to put back on. Oh, I got it. There's a lot more dead travel. Before we can put it up, you have to test it. Hey, look at that, the light doesn't work. Neither does the mouse. Fuck. Okay, yep, you're coming out. I see how it goes. Okay, I'll have to zoom in very close so you can see the mistake that I've made. Basically, these two pegs on the other side of this need to line up on the inside of this connector way down here. What I had it set as was not like this, the way it should be. Instead, I had it set out here so that the peg lined up like this connector. Now, it clicks down just fine. There we go. The light works. Now, does it connect? Yes, yes it does. Does the mouse work? Yes, it does. Okay. We're on the home stretch. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and extract this and set it into the new shell. And it goes this way. There we go, that's in. So temporarily, wow, that looks really good. Temporarily, I'm gonna set this to the side and we're gonna do the right one. So we'll set these parts to the side. Now they're the same, so I'm gonna be skimming through this one pretty fast. There we go. Okay, so the back is actually quite easy because it slides like this. I think it has something to do with the spring. It did. So I was bending the spring in like this because, you know, it flicks this back up. But no, you actually want it to go into it and then press down, not so much fold it in like this. Okay, that makes sense. I hate that this is now sticking up like that. That's gonna bug me. And I'm not taking it back apart. So I guess they aren't completely the same, but they are very similar. Yeah, again, these ones they're glued the buttons are glued, and I actually quite like that. That's handy. Now we do the mid-frame. Now we put the stick back in. Gotta take the stick back out. Before I did it in the wrong order. I gotta put the bracket, then the stick. Pogo pin works just fine. We're in the home stretch of both of these now. We have to move over to the back. Oh, that's not good. The SL and SR buttons aren't working. The sync button works, but why not the SL and SR? Did the SL and SR work on this one? Oh, I turned it turned off. Here we go again. I'm gonna do one last test to make sure that it's working. Looking good so far. We'll go ahead and glue in this side first. And there we go. That's one down. Ironically, not the one we started with, but you know, we got a whole nother one to do. There you go. They are done. Transparent doesn't look too bad. I like it. I like God damn it. Had to reopen them because this button wasn't working. I plugged the connector in upside down, so I just did that off camera because I didn't feel like opening these again on camera. But hey, they're done. They're working. All the buttons work. We'll go into they work. Here is the overall finished product. I think it looks really good, actually. I mean, you can kind of see the idea, which is that, you know, it's still the same matte gray, except you can see all the bits on the inside. You can see the motor, the battery, buttons and shit, you know, and it's the same for both of them. I think the gray looks pretty good. The only thing I don't like is the transparent D-pad. I would have much preferred to have a D-pad like this, which is obviously not transparent. But I'll live with it because I don't feel like taking these apart again. They say they're easier than the Switch 1 Joy-Cons, and I do partially agree. They are a tad bit easier just because some of the bits aren't nearly as small. But my God, it was still hell. But you can kind of see the idea that I went for on these as well. Oh, they stand up. That being the shell itself is different, but you still have the accent colors, which is the red and blue. It's the reason why I left the inside buttons on these, just because I like the little splash of color, you know what I mean? And for those who want to see it, here is how they look in the grip as well. Obviously the grip is not transparent unless I bought the charge grip, which I still don't plan on doing because I don't want to spend $40 on it. But hey, that's the end of the video. Leave a comment. Tell me if you would personally do this on yours, or would you go for a different color? I think the transparent black looks good. It's the same reason I did it transparent blue on my Switch Lite. I think it looks good. You can watch this video right here if you want to watch my overall review of the Nintendo Switch 2, and you can watch this video right here if you want to watch me do a shell swap on my Switch Lite. If you want to subscribe, press on the Joy-Cons. Catch you in the next one.